Hey everyone, it's Carolyn. I'm an empath and psychic, and for today's video, I have another pick-a-pile reading for you. And today's video, we're going to be focusing on the star card. So I have 4 different piles for you to choose from, and I took the star card from each of the tarot decks. So we have the Villains Tarot, we have the Crystal Unicorn Tarot, the Bad Bitches Tarot, and we have Dreams of Gaia. And so for the Dreams of Gaia tarot deck, it doesn't follow traditional tarot, so there's not a specific star card, but what I did, I went with the meaning of the star card and looked at the cards in the Dream of Gaia deck to see what embodied the star card the most. And so with Journey, it embodies the star card because it's showing you that you have choices, you have options, and the star is kind of like a navigator, and so it's leading the way, it's leading the path and showing you what you can do, what choices you can make to get where you want to be. And so that's the same with this journey here. It's like you have a choice on which way you go. And so for this pick-a-pile reading today, we're going to be focusing on discovering what you need to do to treat yourself better and what better choices you need to make and what you need to start listening to internally in order to lead yourself and navigate yourself on your path and your journey in life. And so take a moment now to pause the video and meditate. You can always watch more than one pile. This is going to be a collective message, meaning it's for lots of people, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you want to get your own in-depth private reading, I do sell them. You can check out my Etsy shop, or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Everything's going to be linked in the description box down below. And I'm also going to link more videos in the cards above that you can watch after this video. In the description box down below, you'll find the timestamps to each of these different piles. And if you were someone where you were drawn to angel numbers, I suggest when you are picking your piles to look at the angel numbers and see if any of them are resonating for you. I want to say if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please hit subscribe. I would love to have you a part of this family. I post multiple videos every week, including more pick-a-pile readings like this. I also do collective readings and zodiac readings, and I also do educational videos to help you all in your spiritual journey, so make sure that you definitely turn on that bell notification so you see when I post my next video. And so with all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and start off the readings. So those of you who chose the Villain Tarot, for your cards, I'm gonna put the star card off to the side. You have Knight of Cups, 8 of Coins reversed, the Hermit reversed, 6 of Coins reversed, 31, Look to the Stars, Become a Clear Channel, card 8, Into Me I See, and then reverse, you had card 41, A Higher View, 41, Bring It Into Form, and card 6, Shock of the New. So I'm going to take a moment and rearrange these cards so you can see them a bit better. So with the cards that we have here, I really am getting a sense that you currently are unbalanced. And I say that because the 6 of Coins is reversed. And you also have card 6, Shock of the New. 6 is a number about responsibilities and the way that we're taking care of ourselves, the relationship with ourselves and with the people that we love and care about. And so it's kind of a number of obligations, but not in a bad way, not in a negative way, because sometimes obligations are good. Sometimes obligations protect us. And so what you're being told is currently you're unbalanced. And that's where it's a shock of the new. You need to change what you've been doing. What I'm sensing for you, this 8 of Coins is reversed. To me, the 8 of Coins is an energy of productivity, of working towards things, putting in effort, being determined, and actually reaching that end goal because of the work you're putting into it, or showing that your work is going to lead to further fruition with your manifestations. The fact that it's reversed, it's telling me that the energy that you think you're putting into things versus the actual reality of the energy you're putting into things are 2 separate things. And there's a disconnect between yourself because the Hermit is reversed and you have card 8, Into Me I See. This is indicating to me that you have the ability to go and create your goals and balance things out and lead yourself in a way to become a clear channel where you're actually achieving your goals. But right now there's a disconnect that is blocking that from happening. And the only way to overcome this disconnect is to accept that you need to reevaluate things and you need to look at things differently. Because what I think is kind of funny is you chose the Star card where this is representing the mirror from Snow White. And the thing about this, the queen, she wants to be the fairest in the land. And so she asks Mirror that, expecting the answer to be her, expecting that what she thinks in her head is the reality of the situation. And here you have this mirror telling her, no, Snow White is the fairest in the land. And then as a result of that, she starts the plot of the movie where she tries to get rid of Snow White to make it where she is the fairest in the land. And through that, we can kind of learn the lesson that if you truly want to have success, you have to find that completion and validation within yourself and kind of heal yourself internally. Because the thing about the evil queen, she's trying to get rid of someone who is kind and caring so that she has the physical beauty of the looks, and she's the fairest in the land for that, but not because of who she is as a person. And that's kind of where Snow White differs from her, because she has that inner beauty and that kindness. And so through that lesson, it's like, instead of going and trying to take other people out of your way where they're not creating problems for you, it's easier and more realistic for you to actually change yourself, create inward change, because we can't control outside forces, and we're not in this fairy tale where we can go and get people out of our way. That's not realistic, nor should we do that. And so it's like, instead of failing like how she fails, we can actually do inward work to move forward and look to our own stars. What I'm being told for some of you is, pay attention to your astrology and pay attention to your own ebbs and flow of things, because everyone works differently. And just because something works for one person doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And you have to acknowledge that within yourself, because not everyone is going to be able to keep to the same routine and have the same results. So what I would say for you that you really need to start evaluating, focus on when you have energy, when you feel productive, when you don't feel productive, and kind of what is triggering it or what's causing you to not feel productive. Some people, you feel less productive at night versus in the morning you can be very productive. Or other people, it's not even a daily thing. It can be legit with the full moon. Sometimes that is draining your energy. You're not feeling productive, but during the new moon you do, or vice versa. It doesn't even have to be attached to the moon. This could be something that changes for you. And maybe it's on every beginning of the week you were unmotivated, but by the end of the week you were super motivated. You need to pay attention to the trend within yourself, and by analyzing that and keeping track of that, you're going to be able to figure out when you can plan your schedule and work with yourself in a way that is going to be most efficient with the way that you work with your own energy levels. And by doing that, then you can plan things in a more productive way, that now you are actually putting the right amount of energy into it and making these reverse cards become upright, because you're focusing on what you can do instead of convincing yourself that you're already doing it, even though you're really not, even when you're slacking. Because sometimes, instead of admitting the truth to ourselves, we try and sugarcoat it and be like, no, you know what? I didn't really not do anything. I did that one thing. So I'm gonna say that I did a whole lot, and then I'm actually 5 steps ahead, when maybe I'm only 1 step ahead. And nothing's wrong with only being 1 step ahead, but it's just, you need to admit that to yourself and be like, look, today I only moved 1 step forward, and that's still progress. I'm still moving forward, but I could have done better, but I'm not gonna beat myself up about it too much. I'm gonna save that for days where I feel more energetically motivated. So work with your energy and don't lie to yourself, because if you're lying to yourself, it's not doing anything in the long scheme of things. If you are telling yourself that you're 5 steps ahead when really you're only 1 step ahead, that's only lying to yourself. Like, all you're doing is making yourself frustrated when you don't have what you want, because you thought you put all this energy into it. Instead of being realistic with yourself and being like, you know what, I don't have that yet, but I haven't fully earned it yet. So I'm gonna keep moving forward. I'm gonna keep working with myself, and I'm gonna achieve it. Because what I'm being told for you, you have card 41 appearing twice here, and 41 reduces to number 5. 5 is a number of change, and so it is literally telling you, it's like with a higher view, with a better perspective, where you're seeing the bigger picture, and with bring it into form where you're taking these steps forward, you're going to be able to make change. So that's what I'm really saying. Take a time out of your life where you were analyzing your patterns and seeing when you work the best and what makes you the most motivated to actually achieve these goals, that make you excited to achieve these goals, so that you're working with your energy. And so this way, if you have a bad day, you accept it for what it is, which is a bad day, and you don't beat yourself up about it. And then because you're being truthful to what it is, and because you're removing the shame from not doing so good, you're not going to feel like you need to lie to yourself anymore, because there's not going to be a reason of shame or guilt making you feel like you can't accept the truth. And so it's going to be beneficial for you in the long run, where you're actually seeing this higher view. And what I think is so fitting for you, you have looked to the stars, and to me I see you literally have a star on your third eye. And with your third eye, that is literally about you listening to your own intuition, and seeing what is best for you, listening to what is best for you. And so the thing about your intuition, it can be something that is used as a spiritual tool, but even outside of your spiritual connection with it, your intuition is something that is always with you, that is always guiding you. And so even with small decisions in life, being open to your intuition and trusting yourself and believing in yourself is going to help you figure out when things are actually good for you to do versus when they're not good for you to do. If one day your energy is really low and you don't feel motivated, you don't feel like you can do that thing for work that you were going to do, so instead you're going to take this day to recharge, your intuition is going to be guiding you and saying, you know what, that's a good idea, you need to do it. And so by being able to listen to your intuition, it's going to take that pressure and that stress off of you, because you're going to have that inward confirmation that you're on the right track, even if it appears from an outside perspective that it's not the right step, because sometimes taking care of yourself is what you actually need to do. And I also feel like some of you are being called out with this Knight of Cups because your energy is so unbalanced. Don't believe everything people tell you. With this Nine of Cups, someone could be coming into your life making you this wonderful offer, pretending like they're going to solve all your problems and that they're this quick fix. You're being told not to rely on them to fix your problems. You have to heal this inwardly. This is not something that you can put on others. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because, like in Snow White, when the evil queen relies on the huntsman to kill Snow White, he doesn't do it. And it's because the motivations are not the same. And so if you are wanting someone to fix your problem, solve things for you, you have to understand that you might have people who are willing to help you, but they don't get that same reward for it. It's not benefiting them as much as it's going to benefit you. So the incentive for them to actually commit and actually do it correctly is not fully there. And so really, when it comes to healing yourself, you're the only one who can do it. And this Knight of Cups is also telling you, don't be giving more than you have, because this Knight of Cups is a card that represents offers and kind of arrogance, and not like necessarily arrogance, but definitely this energy of overly optimistic, overly confident, because it's like with Gaston, he is constantly thinking that Belle's gonna fall in love with him, even though she's repeatedly told him no. And it's like there's almost this delusional energy about him. And so what you're being told is like, don't be delusional to yourself. Don't overpromise yourself where you are draining yourself and you don't have the energy for yourself because you're giving it to so many people. You have to really keep balance with yourself, because right now you're unbalanced. And so that means that there has to be a time where you are putting your energy into yourself and not giving it to others. That's the only way to kind of reset things. And so don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to pull back as you try and balance yourself and figure out where you move forward from here. I also feel like when it goes to look to the stars, this is telling you to pay attention to your own personal astrology. When you are looking at the trends of your life and your energy, look into your astrology and see if there's anything within your chart or with your zodiac sign that could be influencing when you're less productive or when you're more productive. And also pay attention to your own energy as far as what you are naturally drawn to, what you are naturally inclined to do. Because if you are someone where you have a very creative mind, it's going to be a lot harder for you to set time to focus on logical things, and vice versa. If you are someone who's very analytical, you might have a harder time creating. And so if your goal is to create something, you're really going to have to find a way to bridge that gap with the way that your astrology chart is set up to be influenced by. So really make sure you're working with yourself, doing what's authentic to you, and you're analyzing things and seeing what you need to change, what you need to shift in order for you to actually be able to take these steps forward in a way that feels productive for you, in a way that is actually truthful to yourself. And so overall, the main message that I'm being told for you is that you need to figure out your plan, how you get from point A to point B, what you truly want, and how you are going to be able to do it in a way that's efficient for you. Not a way that's efficient from outsiders looking in, but in a way that makes sense for you, and a plan that is actually creating progress, even if it is not always linear, and even if it is not always appearing as progress to people. If you are taking care of yourself, sometimes that is that progress you need for the day. So allow yourself to make these adjustments and be truthful with yourself so that you are actually accepting where you're at instead of lying to yourself because it sounds better. Remove that shame and guilt And don't feel a pressure to reach something by a certain timeline or by a certain milestone in your life that you wanted, because sometimes our journeys take longer, and there's no shame in that because you're going to be happy along this journey. Right now, you really need to change things and shift them so that you're enjoying this journey as you move forward, that you're creating a plan that is still bringing you fulfillment in your life even though you haven't achieved it yet. Don't stress out about it. Don't worry about it too much, because that's not what's meant for you. You're supposed to enjoy the journey as you go on this path to achieve what you want. Because if you don't enjoy the journey, majority of achievement is on that journey. So then you're not enjoying majority of your life. And it's like, why are you going to put yourself through that? So really take time to shift things, balance them around where you feel a lot more fulfilled with how you're living your life in a way that's going to be more beneficial to you. And that's really the main message Spirit wants you to know. It's like, focus on you. Take care of yourself. Don't focus on others. Don't feel like others are going to save you. You need to put yourself first, and you need to take care of yourself. So I really hope that this resonates for you. If it did, let me know in the YouTube comments down below. Also, give this video a big thumbs up and share with others who need to hear this message. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. I would love to have you here, and make sure you turn on that bell notification so you see when I post my next video. I post multiple videos every single week, and I'm going to have more videos linked in the cards above. If you want to get your own private reading, I do sell them. You can check out my Etsy shop, or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Everything's going to be linked in the description box down below, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I hope you have a good one. Bye. So those of you who chose the star card from the Crystal Unicorn Tarot, I'm going to put your card off to the side here. So for the rest of your cards, you have the World reversed, Four of Pentacles reversed, Two of Swords, King of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Cups reversed, card 2, Alone Time, Express Your Joy, card 17, the Storyteller, card 15, Big Bold Vision, and card 34, In the World, Not of the World. So I'm going to take a moment to move these cards around so you can see them a bit better. So the first message that I'm picking up for you is that your spirit guides want you to make a choice. And I sense that the choice right now has to do with the World card reversed and card 34, In the World, Not of the World. Because this card is really indicating that you have self-limiting beliefs, and you are at a point in your life where you are outgrowing them, because the Four of Pentacles is reversed. So the Four of Pentacles is telling you, you need to let go of this. The things you're trying to hold on to, the things that you're holding on to because you think it's bringing safety or protection, or you need it, you're being told you don't. You're being told that you're outgrowing it and that it is no longer benefiting you. And so within the world, not of the world, this is telling you you have these self-limiting beliefs, and you are at a point now where you need to let go of those beliefs and rewrite your life. Because right now you are living your life defined by the rules and the expectations of your younger self, your past self, your karmic energy, where you're not doing this based on specific karma, where it's not like this was a karmic lesson per se, but it's like the actions of you and the people in your life, your inspirations, have left you with this conditioned way of thinking that now, in order for you to achieve your goals, you have to let these go. Because as much as you think that these self-limiting beliefs are helping you and keeping you safe, they're actually not. They're actually doing the opposite. And I think your self-limiting beliefs have to do with your finances and with your emotions and your relationship with yourself and your worthiness, because of the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Both these cards are reversed. And so with Alone Time, to me, this is indicating that some independence, your ideas and beliefs about your own independence and about doing things by yourself and being self-sufficient, is what's holding you back. And I think the reason it's holding you back is because you are not asking for help. And what I'm being told with the Star card you picked, it's like here, the unicorn is dumping the water. But because it's a picture, it's an image, you don't really know the exact motivation for it. So yes, it could be that she was wanting to dump the water, but it also could be that she was leaning to scoop up the water, and as a result, all the water that she has already gotten is falling out because she's trying to hold on to everything herself. It's like if you're trying to carry everything, you're gonna drop some things, you're gonna spill some things. And so what you're being told with this, it's like just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. It doesn't make it the most efficient. It doesn't mean that it's gonna be the most beneficial for you. And so I really feel like right now Spirit's calling you out, saying, hey, you're at a point where you can acknowledge these self-limiting beliefs and you can create changes for it. Because with this Storyteller card, It reduces to number 8 because 17, 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 is a number about manifestations. And so when it comes to your goals, your aspirations, your life, you are the storyteller. You get to write it. You get to decide what happens. And yes, you're going to have outside influences, but you control which way you go and how you let those outside influences affect your life and what choices you make as a result of them. And so what I'm being told for you, it's like right now, you are going to be facing some challenge, some kind of plot device with this book of your life. It's like there are things that is driving the plot, that are driving your life. And you're not going to be able to stop these things from happening. But what you are going to be able to do is work with them. Because as the unicorn is dumping the water, it's going into the earth, it's fueling and feeding these plants. It's providing them with the things they need to live and thrive and bloom. And so what you're being told right now, it's like your mistakes are creating other opportunities for growth for you. And so don't have limiting beliefs that keep you stagnant because you're not making any moves forward because you're afraid of making the wrong choice. That's the first thing Spirit wants you to realize, is that nothing is going to be something you can't overcome or can't get back from. So get out of your head and don't overthink things where you talk yourself out of something you want just because you're too afraid or you have these self-limiting beliefs making you feel unworthy of it. Because your spirit guides really want you to spend less time overthinking things and more time enjoying your life and expressing your joy. So focusing on things that bring you joy. Obviously, everything in life needs to have balance, but this is saying within reason, allow yourself to have fun. Like if you have two options and both are good options, go with the one that feels better for you, that makes you feel more fulfilled, more happy. Don't overthink things where you talk yourself out of something good just because there's a small chance of things going wrong, because there's always a risk with everything in life. I also get the sense that with this King of Pentacles here, the King of Pentacles is an energy that is very much like in charge, getting his manifestations, knowing what he wants, seeing it, making a plan for it, and getting it, achieving it, and being very successful and showing that off to people. Really being someone where others look to him. And so I think you have a little bit of self-limiting beliefs when it comes to the amount of attention you want to draw to yourself. And I feel like with the Queen of Cups, she's an energy about love and nurturing. And so that's with other people, but that's also with herself. And so with these two cards being reversed, I think you have an issue when it comes to attention on you because you feel like you're going to mess up, you feel like you're unworthy, and you feel like you're being responsible for others, and you don't like that. It's like you really like to only be responsible for yourself because you're afraid of failing and letting other people down. And so what you're being told right now, it's like, don't worry about letting other people down. Worry about making yourself happy. Because if you worry about every person that you're going to disappoint or you're going to let down, it's like you're always going to be sacrificing your own joy, sacrificing your own happiness. And that's where it's like you have to rewrite your story where you're taking control, where you're doing things for you, you're not doing them for others anymore. Because a lot of this fear, these self-limiting beliefs, it's in your head. Majority of the people in your life are not going to judge you or shame you for your decisions because they want to love and support you. They might not always understand them, but they're not going to go out of their way to try and make you feel bad. They might try and make you see logic and make sure you're thinking things through, but majority of the people who love you and support you are gonna do that regardless of what you decide. And they're gonna be there supporting you along your journey. So don't overthink your worthiness when it comes to things. Allow yourself to accept the rewards for your success, for the things you do. Allow yourself to enjoy your accomplishments. And I feel like by doing that, by letting go of your self-limiting beliefs, where you start to embrace almost this selfishness energy, it's going to really help you gain confidence in yourself. And now when I say selfishness, I'm not saying it as a negative way. I'm not saying it as, oh, you're so selfish, but I mean like start doing more things for yourself that express your joy, that make you happy and fulfilled. Become selfish in a healthy way, because I feel like right now you don't have a balance with that, and that's what you need to make the choice for. It's like making the choice that's authentic to you, the choice that you want, not what other people are wanting for you. And I also feel like you need to realize your own worth. Like you need to start doing things to make you build your confidence and start to love and accept yourself more, where you are removing your own judgments and you are also like feeling worthy where you can attract people into your life. And so this could be romantically, but also regardless of if it's a romantic connection or not, it's like you deserve to have good people enter your life. And I'm not saying that you don't have good people in your life right now, but it's like you don't feel like you're worthy or deserving of good people, people helping you and supporting you and being there for you. And it's like, you are worth that. You do deserve that. It's like all your limitations with this are in your own head. And really, it's like, no, you are worthy of it. It's like you have so many good things going for you. It's like you need to embrace that and own it. That's the word I was looking for, is you have to own who you are, and you have to show yourself off to the world and not feel like you don't deserve the attention or like you're a fraud or like you're an imposter. Like really flaunt who you are and all your accomplishments, show that off, because you get so stuck in your head for what you deserve. But really, if you let others like look at you and judge for themselves, they're gonna be like, no, you're awesome. Like, I wanna be in your life. And you're gonna have people chasing you to be in your life. And it's like, you haven't even allowed yourself to see that because of your own beliefs about yourself. And it's like, if you just let go of your walls and your guards right now and you showed yourself off to the world, the reaction would not be as scary as you think it is. You think that you're going to have so many people shame you or judge you or be mean to you or hurt you, when yes, that's true for a small percent with every person you encounter in life. There's that risk that could happen with them, but majority of people are not like that. They're not going to try and tear you down. And when you encounter people who are like that, your intuition's gonna know it, and you're gonna be like, I'm not gonna try and bring this person into my life. I'm not gonna trust them. And so it's like, you can still have your intuition protecting you without blocking you off from everyone. It's like you can still let people in and be decisive about who you let in, but not let a couple bad people make it where you are hiding yourself away from the good people in the world. It's like you really got to put yourself out there, break out of your comfort zone, and that's going to help you realize that a lot of your own self-limiting beliefs are fear-based, and they're not going to be things that you're actually encountering a lot in your life. It's like right now you're building up the fear of things and the extremes of them, where in reality they're not going to be as bad as you think. And so if you just allowed yourself to push out of your fears and you force yourself to work through them, you're going to realize that a lot of this is in your head, and you're going to be able to express your joy more and express yourself more authentically. And so I really feel like Spirit just wants you to start taking the steps to heal this. It's going to be a process. It's not going to happen overnight, but slowly take those baby steps to let down your walls, allow people into your life, break down these self-limiting beliefs because you're outgrowing them, and allow yourself to actually enjoy living your life and do things for yourself. Rewrite your story. And I sense that things are going to be really good for you. You just got to do this internal healing in order to finally let go of these things that are holding you back. And once you do, you're going to be a lot happier and fulfilled by your life. So I really hope that this resonates for you. If it did, please let me know in the YouTube comments down below. Also give this video a big thumbs up and share with others who need to hear it. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe and turn on that bell notification so you see when I post my next video. I'm going to have more videos for you to watch next, linked in the cards above. If you want to get your own private in-depth reading, I do sell them. You can check out my Etsy shop, or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Everything's going to be linked in the description box down below, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I hope you have a good one. Bye. So those of you who chose the Star card from the Bad Bitches Tarot, I'm going to go ahead and put your card off to the side here. So for the rest of your cards, you have the Hierophant, Page of Cups reversed, Queen of Swords reversed, Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Empress. You had card 28, Intuition reversed. I turned it upright. Make no judgments. Card 24, Let it go. Card 22, Tender embrace. And card 22 again, She feels, she knows. So I'm going to take a moment to move these cards around so you can see them a bit better. So for your cards, you got all major arcana and court cards. And for the court cards, they're all reversed. So to me, this is indicating that you are taking on too many people's energy. You are holding on to too many people's energy and you're letting it affect you. And Spirit is calling you out right now, saying don't let their energy affect you. And because all these court cards represent the different suits, and the suit that we're missing is the Fire suit. And fire represents a lot of passion, a lot of creativity. So with these suits that you have, I really get the sense that you are dealing with these people in an environment that's outside your own. So what I mean by this is that this is either you are being affected by your person's energy or by your coworkers or the people in your environment. This could be family members or friends, but it's like these are outside people where they are affecting your energy because something is not making sense with the situation. There's things that are going on that you are sensing, that you're feeling, and you can't pinpoint them. And because this isn't an internal thing, it's like you don't know how to go about solving it. You don't know how to go about getting answers. Because you have card 22, she feels, she knows. You have card 22 again with tender embrace, and then you have card 28, intuition. So to me, it feels like there is someone in your life who is causing some distress or causing your intuition to be giving you a message, and for some reason it's like you are not listening to this message because either you are afraid of it being true or you are not sure what message your intuition is giving you in order for you to listen to it. What you're being told right now, because it feels like you're not in sync with understanding your intuition, make no judgments. Allow yourself to sit for a minute and pause and ground yourself while you figure out what this energy is, because making judgments or acting on judgments isn't going to solve this. I really get the sense that it's like someone in your circle is pushing boundaries with you. They are doing things that you don't think are okay, or things that like you have told them that you don't want them to do, and they're still doing it. And some of them might be doing this behind your back, and that's where it's like it's an intuitive feeling. It's not something where you have like proof for it. What I'm being told with this Hierophant card, she's holding her phone in it. To me, that's saying social media or document stuff. So those of you in this situation, you're going to know how it applies to you. If this is a situation in which you are able to document stuff, like it's something where you have to document it and save it in case you ever need to save that information, do so. Because saving those documents and the information that you have, and documenting, keeping track of what's going on with you and this person is going to help you in the long run when you need to have proof for things. Now, those of you where it's not something that you really need to document, I feel like you might get your answers on social media. I sense that if there's other people involved, they could be reaching out to you through social media, or you're going to see something on social media that allows you to dig a little deeper into things, and then the pieces are going to click together and you're going to be like, that was the warning. That's what wasn't right. Those of you who are in this situation, you're going to know if it's something that you need to start documenting, or if it's something, if the documentation doesn't apply, it means that social media is going to be a factor in some way. Someone's going to be reaching out to you, or you're going to see something, and that's going to make the pieces click together. What you're being told with this Let Go card, it's card 24, that reduces to number 6. 6 is a number of love, compassion, responsibilities, forgiveness. What you're being told is that when you are confronted by this situation, once you allow yourself to see, okay, this person hurt me, this person was doing things behind my back, and not caring about my feelings, not regarding them, you're going to be told to allow yourself to move on and let this person go. Because of this forgiveness card here, forgiveness isn't forgiving them and moving on with them and acting like it's not an issue. Forgiveness is about you forgiving yourself for not putting the pieces together sooner, not harboring negativity where it's ruining your energy, it's ruining your mood, but not necessarily letting them back in your life either. It's about becoming more indifferent to them and doing what you need to do in order to heal. Some of you, if you feel like you're ready to forgive them, you can do so. But those of you who aren't ready for it, letting it go isn't about letting the person get away with this or letting the person walk all over you. It's about you allowing yourself to move on with your life and have a peaceful life even though they hurt you. It's like not allowing what they did to cause your entire life to derail. So number 22 has an energy of bringing things into reality, because 2 is a number about duality, working with others, working with yourself, finding that balance. And then 4, which 22 reduces to, is an energy about creating things, laying a foundation, building things. So having number 22 really means that you are capable of building things. And you also have the Empress card. So what I'm sensing for you, Spirit is kind of giving you a direction right now to say, listen to your intuition, trust yourself when it comes to people. I feel like you second guess yourself. I think you think that you're making the wrong choice, or that because you don't have the proof, you are being stupid or naive, or you are letting your fears rule over you. And the thing about intuition and fear, while they oftentimes get confused for one another, they do feel different. When it's fear, there's an emotion with it. You're going to feel that fear. You're going to feel scared. You're going to feel afraid. You're going to feel this pit in your stomach where you can tell it's emotion-based. Because if you actually sit and you ask yourself, am I afraid of this happening, or is it currently going on and my intuition is warning me? When you ask yourself that, when it's fear-based, you're gonna have that voice in the back of your head saying, it is fear. Logically, it's okay, but this fear right now is making you feel this way. Versus when it's your intuition, there's not gonna be an explanation for it, and there's not so much going to be fear associated with it. You might be upset because you know it's true, and you might be in denial because you don't want it to be true. But when you actually sit and ask yourself, is what I'm feeling what's currently going on? Like, is this the truth? Deep down, you're gonna know it. And so I feel like that's what's going on now. It's like you're allowing other people's energy to control you, to confuse you, where you're trying to talk yourself out of things. You're trying to rationalize them. You're trying to make excuses or feel like it's okay. And what Spirit wants you to know, it's like, it's gonna be okay, but this situation is going on, and acting like it's not isn't going to solve it. It's not gonna help you overcome it. And I feel like once you literally let this person go, you let this drama go, in these games that they're playing, it's like you, with card 22, you're a master builder. This peacock feather here, to me, it's like a peacock is multicolored because they're trying to attract mates. And so it's like you are an attractor. Like anything you want to manifest, you're going to be able to manifest. Like you're going to be in sync with your intuition, and you're gonna build your confidence again. I feel like right now, your confidence is a little bit low. You might be dealing with some low self-esteem, and it's like learning to trust your intuition and learning to accept that what you're feeling is the truth is going to help you gain confidence in yourself, because now you're building your intuition. You're knowing what decisions to make. You know what you should say yes to, what you shouldn't say yes to, and it's allowing you to become this Empress energy where you're creating from it, where you're not letting any one person hold you back. You're trusting yourself. You're letting go of the things you don't need. 6 is that number of responsibility. So it's like you are taking on responsibilities that you want. You are creating the life you want. And all these cards, you're turning upright. So when you get the Page of Cups upright, you're going to be able to dream big. You're going to have visions. You're going to be able to see things clearly and see things in a different way, where you're actually looking for the long-term future, and you're allowing yourself to become inspired and dream big, not put a limitation on yourself. The Queen of Swords, when she's turned upright, it's like that's someone who's not taking nonsense from anyone. She's gonna go out, she's gonna be strong, confident, believe in herself, and get what she needs done. And if people try and stand in her way, she's gonna work around it, because the Swords energy is logical, it's thinking, it's a very calculated energy. The Queen of Pentacles, when she turns upright, it's like you're going to be confident, you're going to be manifesting, you're going to be bringing things into your life, and you're going to be making plans and working for what you want. You're going to be putting in the work and dedication to get it, and also taking care of yourself. So it's like all of these cards that are reversed right now are going to be able to turn upright and make you a better person. You're going to grow, and you're going to be able to be a lot happier with your life. I also get the sense that right now, when it comes to this situation that's going on, your dreams, like your physical dreams when you go to sleep, are giving you messages for it. So I would consider keeping a dream journal, keeping track of your dreams, pay attention to any messages. Sometimes dreams can be literal, but I find that oftentimes dreams are not as literal, and it's more about interpretations and breaking down like the metaphors in your dreams. So really write a journal and analyze everything, really think it through. Don't just take the dream at face value. Really look at it and see what the true message is. But I really get the sense that the situation that's going on now is that someone is playing games and doing things that they shouldn't be. And your intuition is like, hey, I know I shouldn't trust this person. I know this person is not being faithful or trustworthy or doing things that they should. Because this person, it's not like this is a mistake that's going on. It's not even like this is a one-time thing, because your intuition has been giving you this warning for a while. It's more so like this person is breaking the boundaries that they set with you, and you know it's wrong, and you sense that they are doing it, but it's like you don't have that confirmation. And so I feel like that's why Spirit right now is giving you this confirmation. This is your message right now. This is your confirmation right now. And Spirit is helping guide you by saying, this is the information you needed. This is the confirmation you needed. Now you know what to do. Now you're going to be able to do what's right for you. But like you needed this final push to tell you like what you're feeling is real and it's valid. And so really just start taking care of yourself, protecting yourself, and allowing yourself to overcome the situation however you need to, whether that's by dropping the person or forgiving them, doing what feels right for you in order to let this go, where you are moving on and benefiting your life as a result of it and learning from it. Because even though the situation is not ideal, you're going to learn how to trust your intuition as a result from this. And by learning that, you're going to be able to take this skill set with your intuition towards everything in life and really create a lot more beneficial things for you. So I'm sending you so much love and light right now as you're going through this. If you have any questions or need me to re-explain anything, let me know in the YouTube comments down below. I would love to help you out as best as I can. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share with others who need to hear it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please hit subscribe and turn on that bell notification so you don't miss out when I post my next video. I'm also going to have videos linked in the cards above if you want to watch them next. And if you want to get your own in-depth private reading, I do sell them. You can check out my Etsy shop or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Everything's going to be linked in the description box down below. And I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I hope you have a good one. Bye. So those of you who chose the Journey card, I'm going to put your card off to the side here. For the rest of your cards, you have 10 of Fire reversed, 9 of Fire, 6 of Air, card 50, Sweet Treat, Do What You Love, Refine Your Attention, Forgive and Forget, Build on Solid Ground, card 36, Seeing Beyond, card 8, Into Me I See, and then this card came out reversed. I'm going to flip it upright so you can see it. Card 9, What Do You Feel? So I'm going to take a moment to rearrange these cards so you can see them a bit better. So the first thing I want to point out is this 9 of Fire is literally a card telling you like you're overcomplicating it and you need to simplify things. And I think that's the general message for you. You chose the Journey card, and so this card compared to the other Star cards is literally telling you it's like you were drawn to this because you have options, because you have 2 different paths that you can go down, and you are being guided to figure out which path you want. It's like your spirit guides don't want you to overcomplicate it. Like, don't get so lost in the mastery of things. With this 10 of Fire reversed, it's indicating to you to allow yourself to be imperfect and to learn from things. And as you're imperfect, forgive and forget, learn from it to build on solid ground. Refining your attention so that you're doing what you love, where it's like you refine your attention on what you need to focus on. Sometimes when it comes to making things, we don't have to overthink it. We don't have to overcomplicate it. And with this Sweet Treat card, with card 50, to me, it's like when it comes to the things in your life, think of it like you would when you bake. When you're baking, you're following a recipe or following your intuition. If you know how to bake, you know what to put with things and what not to put with them. And it's like while you're making it, it's not going to come together. It's not going to look like the end result. It might not even taste that good. Because what I'm hearing is like, you know, like if you've ever tasted vanilla extract, it's like it's not going to taste good, but once you bake it with something, it tastes good. So you have all these different parts that might not work fully on their own or might not be what you expected, but when you work together, you wait for the end result, you follow all the steps, you do what you're meant to do, the end result is what you want. And so right now, like, don't judge yourself or be upset because a part of your life doesn't make sense or a part of your life isn't fully complete or doesn't feel perfect, because that's just a part of your life. And so when it comes to the different choices you have in your life, don't overthink it. Don't think about the choice that is perfect or the choice that is going to fix everything or solve all your problems, because that choice, that option does not exist. Everything is baby steps. Everything is about building on solid ground, taking one thing at a time, building it brick by brick, and allowing everything to come together slowly, and allowing yourself to look at the bigger picture and know, like, inwardly, like Into Me I See, card 8. 8 is a number of manifestations of possibilities, potential. And so it's like looking into yourself, knowing what the big picture is, what the plan is, but not micromanaging it, allowing things to go with balance and allow you to enjoy the journey here. Then with card 9, what do you feel? So 9 is a number about completion, ending, cycles. One door closes, another one opens. And so it's like wrapping things up. And so when it comes to what do you feel, you're being told like the mastery, the completion from things isn't necessarily when the goal or thing you were working towards is complete. It's about when you feel happy, when you feel fulfilled by what you're doing. So sometimes things in our lives, their purpose is not to be this grand thing in our life, but instead to be guiding us and having us enjoy our life, enjoy the journey. And that's where it's like when you have things that you don't like, allow yourself to learn from it and allow yourself to move on and see beyond it, where you're not letting it hold you back. And so what you're being told with this message, like you have options, you have choices. Don't allow yourself to stay stuck because you're overcomplicating it. Don't keep yourself stagnant by not moving forward because it's not perfect or it's not everything. Like allow yourself to do things slowly and give yourself time to grow and learn and adapt. I'm really being told it's like you have a shorter message, but it's because you're meant to embrace things and you're meant to try things out and experiment. And it's like if you go down the wrong way, you can always come back around and go the other way. Like nothing is holding you back from doing that. It's never too late to start over. And so it's like whatever your limiting beliefs on this mastery is, you need to let them go. Forgive yourself for not succeeding and forget all the inner pain and guilt that you hold with it, because holding on to that is not helping you. Like really focus on what you love and focus on creating, because the journey is going to be a lot better than the end result, because the end result is only a one-time thing. The journey is your life. And so it's like you don't want to not enjoy your life but enjoy the end goal and then that be like 5 minutes in your entire life. You want to enjoy the journey and the goal. And so it's like don't stress out too much. Don't overthink right now. I think you're doing a whole lot of logical thinking right now. And really just start to have fun. Let things go. See beyond, where you are trusting your intuition. You are having fun. You're seeing the big picture. You're seeing beyond the things in front of you on how you can overcome them, of how you can bring balance into your life. And you will start to actually enjoy yourself a lot more, and you will start to feel a lot more. It's like you have to shut down all the noise of others and what you have to do or what you feel you have to do. And instead focus on like what your obligations are and how to make them work and be balanced with the things you want to do. And create that balance between what you need to do and what you want to do. So you have that balance, you have that duality where you're enjoying your life. You're still being productive, but you're not so strict with yourself where you are beating yourself up for not becoming this master, for not having all these skills, for not being perfect, because humans are not perfect. And it's like you're getting so hung up on that because of your expectations or others' expectations of you. And it's like you need to let that go, because that's not helping you in any way. It's not helping you work harder and achieving this goal. It's actually holding you back because it's putting this pressure on you that you feel you're never going to live up to. So it's creating this burden. And so it's like it's not helping you achieve this goal any faster. It's not helping you in any regard of your life for having this extra pressure on yourself. So let it go. And if you're going to achieve that goal, you're still going to achieve it. But this pressure is not going to help you one way or the other. If anything, it's hurting you. And so it's like you really need to evaluate things and evaluate the people in your life and how you let them treat you and how you let them put expectations on you, and have actual conversations with these people and tell them that they can't be treating you this way, and that even if you don't live up to their expectations, that's okay, because it doesn't make you wrong or bad. And so I really feel like you just need to start taking better care of yourself and really prioritizing your own happiness and realizing that you are perfect by being imperfect, and that there's no one perfect way to live your life. You just need to enjoy your life. And so really let go of a lot of these pressures that you have going on right now and just start to be more in the moment, be present, ground yourself, quit overcomplicating things, simplify your life, and you're going to enjoy it a lot more. I really feel like that's the main message for you, is quit overthinking it, quit overcomplicating it. Everything's gonna be okay. You have everything you need. You have all your tools. Now just start enjoying your life and the pieces are gonna fall into place. And so if you're stuck on what to do, ask yourself what feels the best for you, what feels the most authentic. Even if it doesn't make the most sense, what do you want, and really focus on what do you feel, so that you're gonna make a choice that's authentic and helpful for you as you break through these self-limiting beliefs. So I really hope that this resonates for you. If it did, please let me know in the YouTube comments down below. Also give this video a big thumbs up and share with others who need to hear it. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe and turn on that bell notification so you see when I post my next video. I'm gonna have more videos for you to watch next, linked in the cards above. If you wanna get your own private in-depth reading, I do sell them. You can check out my Etsy shop, or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Everything's gonna be linked in the description box down below. And I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I hope you have a good one. Bye.